The Mandalorian Season 2 is over, and the Book of Boba Fett has been announced, which sparked a lot of concern or curiosity over the state of a third season of the first live-action Star Wars series. Fortunately, that has been cleared up. The Book of Boba Fett will be the next live-action season of television we see, but a third season of The Mandalorian is still on the way, still following the adventures of Din Djarin. The Season 2 finale felt like a period at the end of a sentence. It could have been a series finale, but instead it sounds like maybe the end of an era and the start of a new one. So I want to talk about what I hope we'll get to see in the third season whenever the show returns, hopefully in early 2022. First, let's talk about Grogu. He's gone, at least for now. I don't think it's the last we'll see of him. Din promises that they will see each other again, and I expect that the show will fulfill that promise. But I don't think it should happen right away. I think Grogu's absence will be important to the story and should be felt. The first 2 seasons of the show were about Din becoming a better person because of his adopted son. The child was a catalyst for Din's change, but what does he do now that his reason for being a better man is gone? Will he slide back into old habits, or will he continue to move forward? I think that's the deeper character story I would like to see tackled. But more on the surface, on the lore side of things, there are a lot of lingering questions surrounding the Darksaber, Din, and Bo-Katan. The discussion surrounding the Season 2 finale was mostly about Luke, and of course that makes sense, but honestly, I was freaking out more about Din accidentally becoming the leader of his people. I love the tension that now exists between him and Bo-Katan, 2 characters that are supposed to be allies. I get that Bo not taking the Darksaber goes against her actions in Star Wars Rebels Season 4, but I've seen some people get mad about it, like it's a contradiction. It's not. To me, I perked up and just asked, ooh, why? What's different now? What happened? There are so many possibilities, and just like the fact that Din never removing his helmet was a weird new thing in Season 1, I am positive we're gonna get an answer to this, and probably a good one. But I can't wait to see how Bo-Katan continues to deal with this. She had a lot of big talk in The Heiress and The Rescue about Mandalorians coming together. They're stronger, united, all that good stuff, but it's easy for her to say that when she's under the assumption that everyone will come together and be united in following her. What happens if Mandalorians come together to follow Din, who basically fell into the role on accident? Who didn't even know what the Darksaber was? Can she set aside her pride and follow? I don't know. She's been treated more heroically as of late. She teams up with Ahsoka in the Siege of Mandalore, she leads her people briefly in Star Wars Rebels, she helps save Grogu in The Heiress and in The Rescue. But let's not forget that she also helped attack an innocent village in the Clone Wars. She was part of Death Watch, and she still showed her darker side in The Heiress. I look forward to seeing her wrestle with these moral questions in the next season. Because I do think we're building towards eventually seeing Mandalore in live action. It's popped up plenty of times in animation, but with Grogu currently safe and out of the picture, I think it's time to rally more Mandalorians to retake their homeworld. I think that still fits with Din's personal journey of regaining his integrity. At the start of the series, he's out for himself. He's a bounty hunter. He doesn't serve a higher purpose, like Bo-Katan mentions. She obviously looks down on that profession. Back in Season 1, I thought it would be cool if this story were about a foundling who rose up to become Mandalore, and that's kind of already happened. I'm sure it's a role he will grapple with. He doesn't want the Darksaber. His only priority was Grogu in The Rescue, but that's done, so what is his priority now? He might have to learn to accept his role for the greater good of his people. We also have the capture of Moff Gideon to deal with. It sounds like Cara Dune will take him and Pershing off to the New Republic. She specifically mentioned needing Gideon for information. That might be more part of the Rangers of the New Republic, but I think we could use him to start building towards the big bad of the interconnected series. People are speculating that could be Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I think that makes perfect sense. I also think he could be stationed on Mandalore. The large story event that caps everything off could be another siege of Mandalore. Din and Boba Fett both seem to think Mandalore is cursed or destroyed, but Bo-Katan says not to believe everything you hear. I'm guessing the planet is salvageable, and Thrawn may be using it as a base of operations. Mandalorian space was never part of the Republic, at least until the occupation at the end of the Clone Wars. Then it fell under Imperial control. After the rise of the New Republic, I doubt they made Mandalorian space a priority, since its inhabitants are scattered and they can't even control the Outer Rim sections of their own territory. Thrawn might be able to set up a sizable army out there, making it important to both the Mandalorian and New Republic sides of the story being told. I think that might be a ways off, though. I'm expecting the third season will be about Din and Bo-Katan gathering more Mandalorians to their cause to eventually retake the planet. What I do love about the season 2 finale is that we could literally go anywhere and do anything. I see possibilities, but nothing that has to happen. In fact, I am probably way off base. I've been wrong about just about everything else in this series so far, so anyone's guess is as good as mine. So what do you think will happen in Season 3 of The Mandalorian? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all our Star Wars coverage, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.